Hello again, everybody. Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. These are the charts of the day. It's October the 29th of Tuesday. Well, the market keeps plugging along, all-time highs on the S&P today. But I'm still seeing some cracks in the technicals. I'm not seeing really strong technicals, and I'm wondering whether there's some distribution going on. We'll see. Market keeps chugging and cranking until we get that break. We'll stay with the long side, but I will show you some shorts at the end of this presentation. AUDC, breakout today as it consolidated for the last several weeks. After popping up here, pulled back to test the 50. Today it popped 48 cents or almost 7% on the biggest volume in about 3 weeks. Looks to me like it's headed to 8, maybe 8.5 in this move. CGNX with a big breakout today. This beautiful rising channel, been in play all year. Looks to me like the top of that channel near 36.7 is my short-term target. Now that it's broken out with a big thrust. Now it didn't close great. Got up to 35, closed 33.06. So gave back a couple points, but it was still up $1.79, nearly 6% today. And volume was strong, very strong, 1.5 million, the biggest volume since the one day in August. So let's see if it can continue to edge higher over the next few days. 3D Systems with a huge reversal from 54.08 to 59.83, closed 30 cents off the high, up 255, a big reversal day indeed. His volume soared to 7.8 million, biggest volume in an update since the 26th of August. So it looks to me like this stock is going to penetrate the top of that channel and make a run at the 67, 68 zone. That's my next swing target. Glue, well, the stock's done very well this week as it shot from 307 to 414, about a 33% move, but it did run right up into that target zone. However, these highs were taken out of here, and that's a big positive. Let's see if it can make it up to my next target around 5.5 zone, maybe as high as 6 as a secondary move. So let's call it 5 and 6. But first, we may see some sort of pullback consolidation. Nice base though, and a breakout with volume increasing nearly every day for the last 4 or 5 sessions. HIMX, well, the consolidation that's taken place in here, I think is a bullish one. 2 tests. This one tested the 50 as well and bounced yesterday, followed through today from 9.57 to 10.35 and closed a nickel off the high up, 66 cents or almost 7%. Nearly 10 million traded today. Good volume. But we still have resistance to get through, and that's up around 11.45. Once that occurs, I'm looking for 14.5, 15. IDTI with a big pop today. Integrated Device Technology. Been in a beautiful rising channel all day. It spiked $1.10 or 11.5% on almost 8 million shares, 7.9 million. Next target is 13, but we are at the top of the channel. We'll have to see if we pop through here. IntelliQuint, well, it's been consolidating for 3 or 4 weeks with a slightly upward bias. Today it popped through the last 2 weeks of resistance and it closed at 11.20, up 61 cents or 5.75%. Volume was solid, the best in about 7 sessions. I'm looking for the stock to get to 13.5. And TRI with a big pop today. This rising channel all year finally got a breakout to a lateral resistance, but up near lateral secondary resistance and a channel top. So this is a key area for it. Either it blows through here and runs to 24.5 or pulls back and consolidates. We'll keep an eye on this one. NXPI, one of my old favorites, continues to look great after this consolidation of kind of sliding channel. It broke out 4 days ago on a breakaway gap, I believe, on earnings, and you can see how it's continued to edge higher. At least a move up towards 43, I think, should take place, and then we'll see if we can punch it all the way up to 49.50, my next intermediate target. Radian made a move today. I think we put out a buy on it. The stock popped for 30 cents, 2%, not a lot, and the buy wasn't big, so it could be a head fake. Be careful in this one. But if it does make that move and extends with any kind of volume, a lot of room to run. Next target's 18. And lastly, on the long side is ZYL, which exploded with a breakaway gap, ran all the way up to 33.80 before backing off to 32.53. Still up 360. That's 12.44% on almost 8 million shares. Key breakout, when you look at a weekly chart, you can see this is a post-IPO all-time high. So I'm looking for this stock to make it up to 35 short-term. And now on the short side, the boxes of shorts that are standing out for me of late include Asbury Automotive, which appears to be, oops, let me Hang on one split second, folks, while I change this for you. There you go. So Asbury Automotive looks like it rolled over with a big thrust to the downside, and then it's formed a little bear wedge. If it cracks last week's low at 46.5, we can see this tumble down towards 40. CI, after head and shoulder button was broken and snapped back to the neckline, it came down and formed a little bear wedge. Still looks lower to me. I'm looking for 70 initially. Dawson, been in a downtrend for a while. Topping pattern broke down, bear wedge. That's where I put it out as a short. It dropped down, it snapped back, and it's rolled back down again. I'm thinking this one has much more to go, at least for a test of this important line around 27.5 short term. LAD, another stock in that automotive group. You can see how that stock also cracked, bounced, and formed a little bear wedge in here. Feels like it could roll over. I'm looking for 53.4 and then as low as 48. RKT formed a 1, 2, 3 wave consolidation after the breakdown. That is failing at resistance. It appears it's rolled over for 2 days in a row, down another $1.31 today. And if it picks up or accelerates, we should see a quick test of 98, followed by a move down as far as 88. SSI, been in a bearish downtrend with a massive left shoulder, head, right shoulder breakdown here, breakaway gap to the downside. Hit nearest support and then bounced on a 3-wave corrective move. This is wave 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm looking for a 5th wave down. I think the stock could make it down to at least 17, perhaps even 15. Solar Winds, another one that looks pretty negative here, and been stair-stepping down all year with bear flag, bear wedge, and another bear wedge. Today may have dropped out of that, or the beginning of that move may have started. Looking for ultimately the stock to break support and come down in the high 20s. Triumph Group, even though it was up less than 1% today, it's right at the declining tops line, right at the apex of a bear wedge. And should that one roll over, it could get ugly fast. Looking for at least a test of the spike low here around 68, beneath that around 63. Texas Industries, massive head and shoulder top, breakdown, and bear flag. What can I say except that if it gets under 55, it could fall away towards 46. And lastly is UNH in that weakening health group, along with CI. This stock head and shoulder breakdown and flag here augurs well for more downside. At least the 63.4 zone short term, may be much lower than that. That's it for tonight, folks, and I'll see you in the trading room tomorrow. Good night.